You trusted him. Maybe not personally. Maybe you never heard his name before today, but you trusted the system that trusted him. The Forbes cover, the Super Bowl ad, the stadium with his name on it, Tom Brady, Steph Curry, Sequoia Capital. You saw all of it, and it looked legitimate. It wasn't. $8 billion. Gone. Not from hedge funds, not from Wall Street insiders, from people exactly like you. People who trusted a platform that promised to be different. This is the story of Sam Bankman-Fried, the man who said he wanted to save the world and stole $8 billion from the people who believed him. Here's what nobody tells you about the biggest financial frauds in history. They don't look like fraud. They look like genius. Bernie Madoff looked like a Wall Street institution, ran the largest Ponzi scheme in history, $65 billion for 17 years. Nobody questioned him. Elizabeth Holmes looked like the next Steve Jobs. Black turtleneck, TED Talks, Stanford dropout, raised $9 billion on a blood test machine. That didn't work. Nobody questioned her. Sam Bankman-Fried looked like a messiah in cargo shorts, built a $32 billion empire in 3 years, got on every magazine cover, testified before Congress as an expert. Nobody questioned him either, until 10 days in November 2022, when the house of cards, floor by floor, card by card, came down. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how it happened. Every mechanism, every lie, every person who looked the other way, and you'll never trust a costume again. Let's go back to 2019. Sam Bankman-Fried is 27 years old, MIT mathematics degree. Former trader at Jane Street, one of the most elite firms on Wall Street. He has a philosophy. He talks about it constantly. It's called effective altruism. The idea, make as much money as possible, then give it all away, save lives, end poverty, maximize good. He said it on every podcast, every interview, every magazine cover. I don't care about the money. I care about the impact. Write that down. We're coming back to it. FTX launched in 2019. By 2021, $25 billion valuation. By early 2022, $32 billion. The second largest crypto exchange in the world. The investors were not small names. Sequoia Capital, $214 million. SoftBank, $100 million. Temasek, $275 million. Ontario Teachers, pension, $95 million. These are not naive people. These are the most sophisticated investors on the planet. They all missed it. Because SBF didn't just build a crypto exchange. He built a costume, Bahamas headquarters, beachfront offices, 10 people living in the same luxury penthouse, most of them in romantic relationships with each other. SBF lobbied Washington. He testified before Congress as an expert witness on crypto regulation. The people who were supposed to regulate him were asking him how regulation should work. He donated $40 million to political campaigns, both Democrat and Republican, every angle covered. He bought the naming rights to the Miami Heat Arena, FTX Arena, $135 million, 19-year deal. Legitimacy is expensive, and he bought all of it with your money. Next to FTX, SBF ran a trading firm called Alameda Research. On paper, two completely separate companies, no conflict of interest. No shared funds? That was the story. Here is what was actually happening. You deposit money into FTX. Your money moves secretly to Alameda Research. Alameda uses your money to make risky trading bets. Your FTX account still shows your full balance. The money isn't there, but the number is. Alameda loses the bet. Your money is gone. Your account still shows the number. This is not sophisticated financial engineering. This is taking money out of your wallet, putting it on a roulette table, and telling you, your wallet is still full. Running Alameda was Caroline Ellison, SBF's former girlfriend, 27 years old, Harvard mathematics degree. She knew everything. Later, in court, she would say under oath, Sam directed me to commit these crimes. I knew it was wrong. I did it anyway. But here's what makes this structure even more dangerous. Alameda wasn't just gambling with your cash. They were using FTT, a token that FTX created out of nothing, as their primary asset. FTX creates FTT token, assigns it a $10 value. Alameda holds FTT as collateral. Alameda borrows billions against that collateral. Alameda uses borrowed billions for more bets. The house of cards. Floor 1, your deposit. Floor 2, FTT, a currency they invented. Floor 3, loans taken against that currency. Floor 4, bets made with those loans. Floor 5, the penthouse, the arena, the Forbes cover. Every floor built on the floor below. Every floor made of the same material. Nothing. November 2nd, 2022, CoinDesk, a small independent publication, published a leaked balance sheet from Alameda Research. The balance sheet showed one thing clearly. Alameda's largest asset, the thing supposedly backing billions in trades, was FTT, FTX's own manufactured token. Not cash, not real assets. Their own currency, backing their own loans. The crypto world read it, then reread it. Then CZ, CEO of Binance, FTX's biggest competitor, posted on Twitter at 10:47 a.m. on November 6th. Due to recent revelations, Binance will be liquidating all remaining FTT on our books. That tweet cost $8 billion. November 6th, FTT price begins collapsing. November 7th, $6 billion in withdrawal requests in 72 hours. November 8th, withdrawals frozen. November 9th, CZ walks away. Too many issues. November 10th, FTX is functionally dead. November 11th, bankruptcy filed. 10 days. $32 billion to zero. SBF tweeted through all of it. He apologized. He explained. He promised. FTX is fine. Assets are fine. He posted that on November 7th, 4 days before filing for bankruptcy. While he was tweeting, Alameda was moving money out. $10 billion transferred in the final 72 hours. When regulators finally gained access to the accounts, they found the internal accounting system. It was a Google spreadsheet, managing $32 billion in customer funds, with a column labeled, and this is real, this is from the court documents. Hidden, poorly internally labeled fiat at account. They hid $8 billion in a column. They labeled hidden. This is the part that should make you angry, not at SBF alone, at every person and institution that had one job and didn't do it. The auditors. FTX used 2 accounting firms to sign off on $32 billion in assets. One was a 12-person operation based in a strip mall in Presto, Pennsylvania. They approved the financials every year. They signed their names, the investors. After losing $214 million, Sequoia Capital quietly deleted their 14,000-word profile of SBF from their website. The profile had described him as a visionary. It noted, as evidence of his brilliance, that he ate a salad, efficiently, during a pitch meeting. They gave him $214 million because of how he ate a salad. The media. Every major outlet ran the same story. Young genius, cargo shorts, saves the world. Not one reporter asked, where is the customer money actually going? Because the story was too good. Because the costume was too convincing. The regulators. SBF spent $40 million lobbying the people whose job was to regulate him. He testified before Congress as an expert. The people supposed to protect you were taking advice from the man robbing you. This is not a crypto story. This is how the system works, every time. Remember what he said. I don't care about the money. I care about the impact. Here is the impact. Customer funds lost, $8 billion. Ontario teachers. Pension, $95 million, real teachers. Retirement money. SBF's parents, $16.4 million Bahamas property, bought with FTX funds, seized. FTX Arena, naming rights, removed. Cost $5 million, just to take the letters off. In March 2024, Sam Bankman-Fried stood before Judge Lewis Kaplan in a Manhattan federal courtroom, the man who said he wanted to save the world. The judge sentenced him to 25 years. He's 32 years old. He will be 57 when he gets out. If he gets out, the world is saved. Here's what this actually means for you. Not don't invest in crypto, not the system is broken, give up. This. The costume is always convincing. Bernie Madoff was a former NASDAQ chairman. Elizabeth Holmes had Henry Kissinger on her board. Sam Bankman-Fried had Sequoia, SoftBank, and Tom Brady. The more impressive the costume, the harder you have to look underneath it. Before you trust any platform with your money, ask one question. Where is my money actually going? Not where they say it's going, where it is actually going. Most people won't ask. They'll trust the Forbes cover. They'll trust the Super Bowl ad. They'll trust the cargo shorts. You just ask the question. By watching this to the end, you already think differently than most people. That is the only protection that actually works.